My name's A Marjoram. I'm the Participation Manager for Basketball New South Wales. I'll be joined on court tonight by Jarrod Moore, who's the Coach Education Manager for Basketball New South Wales. What we're doing tonight is what we've been doing for a couple of years in the skills sessions and CDPs of building better shooters, trying to be more consistent in what we do. So then when they go back to their training environments, they'll have better habits to create more consistency in their game-like shots. So firstly, we need to recognize these young guys and say thanks to them giving up their time. The reason why we're saying this is the fact that most young regional athletes, a lot of their time is spent by themselves. Can we get the balls over the back? Yeah, sweet. So you think about it as a team, most regional teams may get 1.5 hours training a week. How do you get through some shooting, consistent stuff, and build it to what level they are is really important. So we'll go through that tonight. Why shooting is development matters in early age. If we get bad habits early, it's harder to break later. So if we've got these ball up here shooters, now we've got to try and build them to get down low. If we start low like our triple threat, then we can rise up into our shot. So that's one of the parts we'll touch base on, so they don't get bad habits. The framework for the building blocks on this, in the great Peter Lonergan's name, technique, repetition, game situational, right? So if you use that as your process for it, technique, reps, game situational. Where do you get your shots within your offense in a game? So we'll go through that a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that this will make you a Steph Curry or a Caitlin Clark. What I will say from evidence that we've done with this, you'll become a more consistent, more confident shooter. All right? Shooters don't have a conscience. All right? They make or miss, they keep going. We'll talk about one motion shooting, so from here to here, and not stage shooting. So how do we take out those errors in what we do by getting down and up in that one motion and fluency compared to going lock here, load here, lift here, shoot here. 4 stages there, or 5-stage shooting block, means there's more variabilities for failures or tangents going here, there, and everywhere. We'll go through some practical tips and how we transition through age brackets. All right, so kids, you good? Okay, some of you grab the cone. Fergs, Eddie, grab the chair. Quick, go. All right, so for me, there's 3 ways of teaching young athletes development on how to get their feet wider, their hips down, and that. 1, just put the chair down, just show these guys how this works. 1, if you put the chair that way, toes wider than to the chair legs, is a good reference point. And coaches, you can walk around and see this yourselves, right? It's a reference point for you to see, are their feet wider than their hips? That's the chair one. If we've got a cone for the little one, yep, come down. Right, when we do this, you just got to drop the cone, land your feet over the side. Now our feet are wider. So that's number 2. Yep, come around, spread around, see it. Yep. Now the last one, Dave and Eddie, come over here. Yep. The last checking one we do is you don't have a cone, you don't have that, go ball between knees, just show the coaches. So if you can't see, ball between knees, automatically means my feet are wider than hips. So that's how we build the first stage of this. How we go through the next part of it. There's two ways, I've got identified there's two shooters. That's my philosophy. You shoot through your hip or you shoot through your belly button. All right? How we do it is where you come back a bit for a second, guys. Drop the ball and where you naturally catch it. Ready, go. Drop the ball where you naturally catch it. See, that's there, good job. Some of the boys are on their hip. So that's the balancing factor of this. So don't try and correct something that's natural. Don't go, hey, get it from here to here, right? Because that's now not their natural process. The ball out in front is a shooter, the wrinkle, the hand behind the ball, right? As you get older, you get more wrinkles in your wrist, so it's easier to see, right? So we want to get the hand behind the ball, so as we go up, we're under the ball. All right, now, how we talk the next point of it, so we found our feet, so we go through this process. All right, and the kids will show you, because this is how they coach each other at home. When you've got no one around, how do you get better? So we're going to go jump at the cone, say feet, eyes on our target, which is your neck cord, between your neck cord, straight in front of you. That's your eyes on your target. All right, so just go back. Let's go the four behind. You guys just wait and come to this cone as we go. We ready? So go back and then you're going to go feet, eyes, and to build confidence, we're going to say make. Ready? Go. Sit. All right. Now, when we go through this process, we will do this in a different setup. So let's bring the cone in. So that was just so you get a demo. Come one cone in here. Keep the chairs here. Yep. Balance around the lines, kids. Yep, balance around the lines or the chair. So toes the chair legs or toes the cones. That's your two processes right now. Yep, jump around. Yeah, don't need those cones, just four spots. All right, so how are we doing now? Same process, but what we're saying, more swishes in practice mean more makes in games. Your muscle memory is better for the game situation. All right, so we're going for swishes. We're not saying make, we've got to be really confident. And as I shoot the ball, swish. Yep, let's go. So let's go through our process. What are we saying? Yep. Swish. Yep, good job. Go again. Next group. So get to our spots. Yep. All right, they're a bit nervous right now. When you reset, think about what you did. Did I check my feet? Did I get my eyes on my target? Did I shoot the ball with confidence and say swish? Ready, go. All right, good job. Now, the number one rule for me of being a shooter is looking like a shooter. Show me what a shooter looks like as they're just about to go into their shot. Yeah? So look like a shooter, number one. All right? Shoot with confidence is number two. That's why we talk about makes and swishes and make them confident in what they do. If you're short, we want you to get more legs. So get up. If you're long, relax your hands. All right? Long usually means I'm pushing. Yep. If I relax my hands because I've got all the power from down low, right, I can drive up into it. All right, ready? Let's go. First one, the three swishes. Go. So for us coaches, usually at the school and that I work at, we would do first the 7 swishes and then move to the next drill. So we're just going to go 3 so we get through reps. What I want you to be looking at, are they getting like this? Are they getting like this? Yeah, so just look at those things as, do I hold my form? Do I look like I'm holding my form? Or am I just shooting the ball for the sake of shooting? All right, so just recognize little things with them. All right, remember we're coaching ourselves, kids. What are we saying? Yep. Anyone got 3 swishes yet? All right, so here's the first, freeze. Here's the first. The toes are supposed to be the chair leg, right? We're supposed to be loaded, and then we just shoot. So my feet are ready, my eyes are on my target, and I shoot the ball, all right? That's your first process. We good with that? Okay. For the kids that have done this before, now we go rock pop. So we get toes to chair legs or just behind, so make sure they're wider. 10 toes to the ring, yep. So we go down low enough, ball out in front, and we rock back in our heels and we drive up in our toes. Now when you get on your toe this time, you got to hold your form. You're either pointing at your target or you're pinching at your target. We good with that? Yep. Can I get a demo? Ready? Where's your target? Yes, good.
Do I say?
Yep, so you remember, that's it, good job. Now, what I want you to say, rock, pop. Yep, ready, go. Rock, pop. So coaches, this is to build the spring in an isolated factor for them, because what happens, keep going. You guys get some shots up. What happens when we run is our heels are our brakes, our toes are our drive. So I'm at full sprint, I can't stop on my toes. I'm gonna get my heels down and then I'm gonna drive through to shoot, right? So that's why we isolate this, because it balances us through our toes. If we're off balance, this reconnects us. All right, 3 swishes. All right, remember to say, check your feet. So find your feet first, rock, pop. All right, so I'll see some stuff as we go and kind of correct it as we go. So kids, hold it. The ones that tuck their elbow into their hip, relax it. All right, relax it. If you tuck your elbow, and coaches, if you jump up with me and do this, right, everyone hop up. Right, just put your elbow in on your hip and now get down in stance and try and shoot. All right, so feel it and now you're twisting it. Now just relax your arms out in front and now shoot it. Yeah? So now while you're staying up, we'll go through that heel. So feel the heels and then spring. So when you're looking at that factor that they can't get up on their toes and they're a flat footer, that's how we build that section. All right, thanks for joining me on that. All right, so kids, the next one we're gonna do is what we call drop pop. Yeah? So why we say drop pop, can I borrow that, David? All right, is when I come down, all the good elite shooters in the world, as he passes, I wanna drop into my shot to get momentum. Yeah? So I'm gonna drop, pop. Yeah, we good with that? All right, so what are we saying?
Drop, pop.
Drop, pop. All right, so drop, and how we teach it is once it touches the thigh, that's the pop. So come down, overemphasize, drop, pop. Good, go. So young kids will try and pass the ball or use this upper strength. This is about building their legs into it, using your spring, using your gluteus maximus, which is your biggest muscle. So we want to be able to get our power from here to drive here. So that's why we do the drop pop and overanalyze it. Keep the ball out in front. As you can tell now, some of them are going long, so relaxing their hands on the release or shooting with more power out of their legs. If you're short, what's the rule? If you're short, more legs, right? Coaching cues, we say this these days, kids work on sound bites. right? So they come in the shorter, sharper cueing compared to going the old-fashioned detail of drop your hips, bend your knees, lift the ball here, shoot here, right? We try and keep it in short, sharp cues. Don't overcorrect, just find something and tweak it. All right, good job. So the next one, we start getting some movement to get out of balance to balance. So we go what's called hip twist, drop, pop. All right, so I'm here and I catch it here, I gotta load into my shot. So I just station there like here, here, hip twist, drop, and then pop into our shot. Yeah, we good with that? Ready? You gotta talk, all right? What you're learning is how you work out at home. How do you tell yourself what you're doing so you get better at it? Speaking, talking, that allows my brain to process information a different way and help me correct my mistakes. Yeah, we good with that? Ready? Go. All right, good job. Let's go. Still swishes. All right. The feet down, the hips down is still important. We still want them loaded. Hip twist, drop, pop. That's it. Holding our form. If we're long, remember to relax our hands. If we're short, step through. All right, if you go one way, go the other way. All right. And as a coach, you kind of just wander around and start watching what they're doing. It's like, okay, I'm watching the kids aren't getting their feet over cones, so they're slowly narrowing as they go. All you're trying to do in here is build the base also for when they get to the 3-point line. So you don't want them to get to the 3-point line standing up. You want them getting to the 3-point line loaded up. All right, good job. Now, we're got to start working so we can throw the chairs out. They just correct us as we do stuff. They're a good reference point. Lots of coaches don't believe in stuff like this. I'm massive on it because I'm lucky enough to see the success from it. So I'm big on it, and it's not about going, hey, there's a chair there and we're doing these chair drills. It's actually going, that's a reference point for me to walk past the kid on the court and go, feet wider than chair. All right, just simple things that go, okay, their feet are coming together. Now they get a little bit loaded. Yep. All right, so the next one, Eddie be my demo for this. Right, we call this compass drill. So start on the free throw line, hand out in front, hand behind. All right, so we go north, south, east, west, and shoot. So we're going from balance to off balance to shoot at the last point. What I want him to do is as he finds that balance on the last one, as he gets there, load up and reset himself. Ready, go. North, south, east, west, shot. All right. Now, what was short?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was your balance? There, and it went backwards. Right. That little bit that he went that way meant his power band's going that way, and he's trying to shoot that way. So think of it as an elastic band, like if I'm stretching it opposite ways and then trying to turn and go that way, what's going to happen to my power? If I go up and down or up and forward, my momentum's going to the shot. So I want you to go one more time and try and get your momentum shot. Ready? Go. All right, good job. Yep. Now relax your hands the next time. So we're good. Everyone's going to work on this now. First to three. Let's see how it goes. All right. Yep. And he corrected himself as he went, right? Maybe it was his eyes weren't on target. Ask questions about it. make them feel comfortable with it. They've got to miss more shots as they go through this process than they'll make, but it'll help them for later. Because the other thing is, as you get older, players get bigger. So when you've got a guy that's bigger than you, you've got to be able to shoot over him. All right, so being able to get off the ground and shoot is really important. Load to balance before you shoot. All right? Load to balance before you shoot. Is that mine? Huh? Oh, yep. All right. Load to balance before you shoot. All right, freeze it. So what I'm saying is you want to load to balance. So I'm here north, south, east, west. If I don't load there, where's my power? From my push. If I get under it now, you reckon you got to relax your hands, eyes on target and shoot it? Right, so we're north, south, east, west, load under it, shoot through it. We good with that? Right, go through it. Let's go. One and done, coaches, that's it. All right? All right. So for me, I did some work with Rob Beveridge a couple of years ago. This is one of his favorite drills for balance, going off balance to fine balance. We use this in the first teaching of that, kind of catching into it, loading up to shoot, right? We want to go 2 feet first, then we can step into it second. All right, good job. Now, with the cone now, here's another one of our drills about getting our feet moving. Amy, you did this yesterday. Yep, so come over so coaches can see. Yep, so feet wider than the cone. Now give her a credit today. She's been reffing all day as well. Ball out in front. Where's your eyes got to go? Ring, or remember our neck cord. So here's the other reference point, coaches. If you can see they're off center, if I just put my hand up, now you got to do the running man. Remember how he did the 1, 2, 3, 4, drop, pop? Yep, show us. Right, see the reference point? Give her help with the target. Great job, Em. All right, so we're going to get some of those up. First one, the 3 swishes, feet over cone. Because we get a bit of movement now, we don't want athletes that close. We want to move back to the short corner. We start moving to the 3-point line. All right, so elbows, elbows. Yep, right, so running man. And what are we going to say on the make? Swish, right, show us. All right. So for a lot of them, some of them have been doing these drills with me since they started under 12s. Others it's building on. The reason I went down this path was COVID. I was helping kids from my backyard and thinking about different ways to be creative and help them get more balanced into their shot and that. What it did was take me back to my childhood about playing in the backyard. What would I do? How do I do drills? How do I recreate scenarios into a setting that's in front of them? And from that, I worked with a girl called Amelia Hassett, who's now starting shooting forward for Kentucky University. Amelia would get up every morning. Her parents had set up in their barn the ring, and we would go through these drills. So she would get up, it'd take about 15 minutes to get through all these drills. All she was doing was making 7 at the cones, moving on. All right, good job. So that just builds their feet into it, gets a bit of momentum, gets you a little bouncing. We still got to, and did anyone notice they just started to go higher and higher as we get tired, our older habits come back in. So as we get tired, we start to go, I can shortcut the process. What's the strongest muscle again? Yeah, so keeping those thighs underneath as you get fatigued, right? More legs as you get fatigued will allow you to make more shots later. Before we go to the chair pivoting shot that I've got next, we'll go with what's called fake the make. Now this is a way we realign the shot. So we fake the shot, realign it, shoot the shot. All right, so let's just see that. Elbow over to, yep. So feet over cone, right? So rise up all the way on our toes, drop, and now shoot it. Ready? Rise up, drop, shoot it. All right. It's a really good way of like teaching them to realign this shot. It's a really good one when you're making a lot of shots and just looking for something different, because it then becomes about that muscle memory. So I get that muscle memory going up, coming back down to shoot the ball. All right. Yep. All right, we're gonna move through these drills pretty quick, so don't stress, kids. Where's Ferg? We're going MJ stationary. So, you know our here, 1, 2, 3, drop. Now why we started on our strong hand for this, because what we're trying to do is on the pickup, as I get to this last one here, that hand's my weak hand, that's my strong hand underneath, right? And it's teaching the kids to use their weak hand to create their shot. All right, a lot of our kids dribble with their strong hand, which means my hand's over the ball. Now I've got to get a rock back to get under it. All right, so teaching them to use that. So Ferg will do it. If we were using the chairs, we'd still do the same, feet wider than chairs, so nice wide stance. So he's outside his balance. Yep, bit wider, Ferg. Yep, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, drop, pop. All right, good job. Now I use Ferg so that I'm lucky enough to coach Ferg at school. He went for a broken foot this year. One of Ferg's issues with his shot was that power of his legs, but the other thing was about getting his elbow above his eye. All right? So in his time off, we just used the chair. Worked on it from a chair, sitting on the chair, just shooting. Right? So just getting that power in his shoulders, the legs are there. All right? So kids, get a couple of reps up. All right? Go be shooting with confidence. Don't forget our swishes. All right? Don't forget to say swishes. So this now gets a dribble into it. Same stationary things, keeping them going. Yep, so feet wider than hips. Good job, Eddie. Hold your form. And you'll see the natural shooters, but you'll see over time during today, now to get them reps up whilst they're working on technique and they're building confidence to make shots. All right. All right, good job. Now, the next one, look, yep, jump out here. All right, what you got to do, you got to attack 2 dribbles here, so we've got to add some dribble context to it. Attack 2 dribbles here, scissor it back, 1, 2, 3, attack middle. Yeah, when you get to middle, are you got to be standing up or you got to stay loaded?
Stay loaded.
Yeah, good job, right? Ready, so go. So what we're doing here is talking about I'm here, yep, retreat it. Now I'm chasing him here. Now he attacks my hip there, loads up, and he shoots the ball. Yep, all right. The only thing that he missed for was the fact he was looking at me over his shoulder. All right, let's show a demo of this. So this is a good way from each spot. So Luke, you go elbow. Alec, you go base. Attack base, retreat, attack middle. Attack, start back on the 3-point line. Attack the cone, retreat, attack the middle. Go. Eyes up, see your target. Yep, all right. Confidence of you there was you dropped your hands. So what's the cue? Just hold your form. All right, girls, give it a couple of goes. Let's go. Let's go. This was YouTube, Googling. It's the famous MJ move against Boston in '86 or whatever, where he attacks base, drags him out, attacks middle. What we're trying to do now is start getting them to load up on 2. Right? Load up on 2. Right? If you're my generation of coaches or older, like, what do we hate the most when we see kids travel? So loading on 2 these days is great for us because they can pivot out of it, right? And they don't travel. It changes when we get to the 3-point line because we're still talking about momentum into their shot. Yep. All right, good job. So that's the next one of our series we do. The next one we're going to do is talk about turning into our shot. Yep. All right, I'm going to stand here, you got to start here. Now you got to face in this. Yep. Turn your shoulders. Yeah, so remember you're coming around. You're going to get your hand. So when we do this, coaches, this is a drill for you to help. Right, this is like a handoff into your shot. So you got to come around, get that hand there, that hand over there, and then as you come underneath it, you got to turn. So I'll be you for a second. All right, so as I go there, hand there, pivot into the shot. Yep, you got to stay loaded. Yep, so if they're lower, just do this. Ready? Go. All right, so she was coming up too early, dropped the ball, so now she's creating to get underneath it. Yep, right, so I won't keep the kids going with this because Jarrod's got to have a fair bit of teamwork stuff. I'm just doing some stuff that's relevant to what we're doing, just so you get an observation of it. So pivoting into our shot. The last one is using the chairs again. How many people have taught how to shoot a free throw? If I said to you, Alec, what's your process to a free throw? Go and show us. Yep. Yep. Yep, good job. Right? So here's a good process. So if you don't know there's a nail there, and this is where that chair can come back in. Your feet go wider, you can shoot better. Now I coach at a rugby school. We brought that in. We went from 36% at the start of last season. G can vouch for this. And we finished the season at 72% from the free throw line. Just by putting a chair there, just by working on the same process, the same situation every time, and tweaking those little things. All right, so we're just going to go to the 3-point line now. Yep, step back. So my 4 rules of the 3-point line. Don't start on the line, get under the ball, jump forward or straight, elbow above the eye, bottom hand square. So what I mean by that is as I get into here, I'm going to step into it. This ball's flat as, which is great because I'm going to get lower, right? We're going to meet the ball at our knee. We've got to step through the shot and we've got to drive through the shot. Whether you miss or make isn't the point, right? Would I have loved to have made it? Yes. You've got to get momentum into your shot. See how I stopped, I loaded, and now I shot. And that goes back to our system of errors that happens whilst we stop and think it's a great idea to jump down. What happens to our momentum? The second part about this one is we want to go weak foot first to drive with our strong. Right? Weak foot first, drive with our strong. If I go like this and I'm right-handed, I put all the power in here and now I slow down here. So I kill my momentum into my shot, especially in younger athletes. We don't want to slow the momentum. Yes, they need to grow into that later, right? But right now we're teaching them how to get a good base underneath. So we'll go this, your back, right? You got to drop it, get underneath it, drive through it. Go. No other way. So you go. He's left-handed, so right, left, get underneath it. Yep, so I'll drop it. You got to get underneath it. Ready? Go. Yep, and you got to shoot it. All right. The number one rule of shooting, shoot the three. All right, go. Yeah. All right, so he hasn't got the power, but you see he stopped. There was a pause in his shot. All right. Eddie, go exactly the same, right to left. Yep. All right. Is that a 6 or a 7? Who's got a 7? Yep. So as I drop it here, get underneath it, shoot through it. Yeah? Get your power from your momentum. Yeah? Don't worry about the misses, mate. This is about the momentum first. We good? Let's go. Please, remember, drop. Meet the ball at your knee, shoot through the shot. How you got a 7? All right. See how like now they're up? So the dropping of the ball is really important for them to get momentum. All right, freeze. Now, the next point about it, as I shoot the ball, is that a 7 or a 6? Sweet. As I shoot the ball out here, I want to check that my elbow's above the eye and I'm still pointing at the ring. All right? Fake it till you make it. My motto in life, right? Fake it until you make it, right? Let's go. Fake it until you make it. Go. All right. So there's other ways, like we won't go through it too much, but there's some other ways to add variations to being creative. We call it blinker drill. So you're in your eyes like this and you're blinking. So it's like having someone's hand up in your eyes, right? So that person that's painful here, start blinking. Yeah, now blinker to shoot it. All right, so the next one, take a step back. And why I say don't start on the 3-point line is if I start stationary or I'm close to the 3-point line, what do I start thinking in here? What did you, come and stand beside the, closer? Now step into your shot. What are you thinking about? You got to shoot a 3. Oh, went over the line. Yeah, so the line comes into play in their mind. So we good with that? Yeah. All right. So the blinker drill's another one. Okay, so I've got a couple more things to go through. Jarrod will go through his, and then to finish off, I'll talk about some troubleshooting help points. The first one, side to side shooting. Luke, come here. So you're by yourself. Yep, down there. Or parents here, right? You're going to shoot, run, get your rebound, pass me, get to the other side. Go. Shot, rebound. Yep, pass it, get under it. Yep. So we can create the narrative. First pass, chest. Watch it. Yep. Right, so we create that. What I would do, right, it comes from Steve Orford, old shooting drill. Go on for 2 minutes, back and forth, rebound your ball, spin it out, get back underneath it, shoot the ball. So that's the first one they can do at home by themselves. Bounce and react. Joe, come out. I want you to bounce the ball, face this way, bounce the ball, get underneath it, shoot the ball. Ready, go. Yep. All right, so that's the first part. Bounce and react. Sorry, my bad, I did it bad. You gotta bounce here, load here, get around it before you can get it underneath it. Right, so bounce, go one way, come around it, shoot the ball. Go. Yep. So different ways that you can work on your craft. This is how you can challenge the kids to something new at practice. Here's our bases. Now you get to have some fun. That's the first one. Shot fake pull-ups is a normal one that most people do in their reps, right? So we shot fake, we go. But what we want to do with this is make it situational. If I shot fake here, where do we need to attack on our offense to create our next opportunity? Yeah, so I might say, hey, we're a baseline drive team, like a dribble drive. You're going to attack this way. Now you've got to drag it this way. Yeah, so let's go. Eddie, do that for us. We're a middle pick and roll team. I want you to come off shot fake, create the middle pick and roll. Now attack, 1, 2, pull up at the free throw line. Ready? So shot fake, allow me to set up, set it, roll, yep, and shoot it. Yep. If they need another dribble, let them have that another dribble. The next one was what we used for Fergs. Actually, we can't do it. It's not the right chair. If you've got those old chairs or stationary chairs that you can put the ball on the chair, you can run one way, tap the chair. So how we'll do it this way. Fergs knows the drill, so come out. Yep. Eddie, go the other side and hands out. Ferg, start in the middle. You got to high five Eddie, come off me and shoot the ball. Ready? Go slide, sprint, hand out, shoot the ball. Right, so now he comes and gives me the ball. Yep, now he's got to get around me. Thanks, run that way. High five, get around, that's it. Right, and we keep moving. Because what we're trying to do now is go away from the ball to create my opportunity to score. The JJ Redick drill, what we've got is we bounce out of the corners, we use some finishing, and then we're doing pull-ups. So how we do this is Eddie's in the baseline there. He'll work on his footwork, he'll tack the elbow and shoot. Right, so the in, out, in, out. Yep, as you drag up to the 3-point wing. Okay, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Body wraps as he goes. Yep, attack the elbow and shoot. Yep. All right, good job. All right, so he's balanced. Now I can say, hey, balance to rim, not sideways. Yeah. The last one we'll do for whether it's inside the 3 or outside the 3 is star shooting. So we'll just do this. Come up. You go free throw line to short corner to wing. Just inside the 3 to wing to corner and create a star. You know the old draw a star? Draw that in your head. So we'll go and I'll rebound. Ready? Go. Shot. 1. 2. Wing. 3. Yep, finish on a make. Right. Then all we do is validate it. Make 2 free throws. That says you did validate the drill. Otherwise not, tick it off. Now, one of my favorite drills, creativity-wise, Alec come to the 3-point line. Remember being a kid watching it, Michael Jordan's playground and how he got to make the buzzer beater, got to make that big shot, and then they show the episode of where he actually made the big shot. Right? Feet wider than hips, figure 8, and I'm going to count 3, 2, 1. That ball, figure 8. Yep. Ready? Go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, did you get it off? No. So it's just a fun way so you can be ready for that big shot moment, but you get to have fun by yourself. I want you to count yourself down now. Ready? Yep, all right.
Over the next 25 to 30 minutes, I'm just going to talk about team shooting drills. Team shooting drills. Some of the stuff that Marjo was speaking about are some of the things that I'm going to just change variations of. All right, because what he's speaking about is on point. On point. Most importantly, when I teach these kids shooting and we do some team shooting drills that might be relevant to your trainings, number one, shooting is fun. Shooting is fun. Because when they get older, we don't want them thinking that if they get open on the three-point line to win the game, that it's stressful. No, it's fun. You got to act like a goldfish. All right? Number two, balance is everything. So Marjo showed you a whole bunch of different variations of how you can mix up your feet to create balance. I've seen many coaches do different things that I'll share with you tonight to also implement into your training. All right? Form shooting, still important. But now the solution that coaches are coming up with is how can we get these messed up to then form shoot at the same time. I know, incredibly impressive dance moves. After that, when you go through your training, we've got to try and incorporate shooting for 40% of our whole training. And we can do that in a myriad of ways. Great coaches once taught me, number one, kids can walk in and warm up with shooting. Number two, you can do shooting after defensive drills as a reward. And number three, you can do shooting to end training after you scrimmage or after you do some form of conditioning. All right? As well as how can you add shooting to other drills to kind of disguise what you're trying to get out of it. All right, so I'm just going to share multiple things with you tonight. And by all means, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. At the end of the day, the biggest goal as you're coaching our kids in our context, what can you do and how can you inspire our kids to then work on shooting themselves? All right? Rather than having a coach and a teacher nag at them, work on your shooting, brush your teeth, eat your broccoli, all the stuff that can eventually be annoying. What can we do to inspire them to be like, you know what? I want to make 200 shots today. When I was a young rep coach, one of my mentors once taught me, he gave our under 12 girls a challenge. And he said, if all of you can make 50 layups a day, I'm going to give you something next week or give you a reward. For the first week, 1 girl did it. For the next week, 3 girls did it. And some of them might say, I don't have a ring, I don't have a court near me, but someone's got a netball court near them, still the same height, different size, actually smaller, good, more beneficial. There's typically a basketball court at school. Can they do it at school before they start? And otherwise, can they go to their neighbours or find an alternative solution? So I'm going to get stuck into it. Boys and girls, can all of you please stand up? Stand over here in front of me. Quick, 5, 4, 3. All right, we're going to use both ends, and I'm going to pretend you're not warmed up. All right, can you please split in half? Split in half. Okay, 4, 8, 4, 7, perfect. U8, you're going to operate in this key. U7, you're going to operate in that key. When I say go, all you're going to do is make 20 shots. So when I say go, get in the key, shoot your basketball, get it back, go to a different spot in the key. But here's the catch. After every make, you got to alternate your shooting hand. So if you make one right-handed, your next one has to be left-handed, and you're just making 20. Get to a spot. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Make it right, make it left, make it right, make it left. Coaches, the whole point to alternating, especially if they're in the key, we're just trying to get their hands warmed up. But also in a game scenario, they might get a catch underneath the rim with the defender on their inside shoulder and they've got to shoot it with their outside hand. Just creating variation. and freeze, freeze, freeze. Now keep your score, still going to 20. Now you're only shooting with your favorite hand. New rule, you are going to do 3 hops on 2 feet, but you got to do them in different directions. So what I mean, on the same spot, 1, 2, 3, you could do full circles, 1, 2, 3, or you could do quarter circles, or half circles, or go backwards, or go forwards, or do a cartwheel without touching the ground. That would be incredibly impressive, all right? Ready, on your marks, 2 feet, change your balance, get set, go. Mix up your balance, mix up your balance. You're shooting with your favorite hand now. Shooting with your favorite hand. And freeze, freeze. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, good teaching point. Here's the deal. This is making your feet funky. But now, every time you shoot, it has to feel the exact same. So if basketball, please. If I'm going to shoot it like this, then after I do my feet, I want to make sure I get to that exact same spot. Weight on your toes, find your balance, feet feel the same. Okie dokie? Okie dokie? Sweet. Ready, on your marks, get set, go. Good. Same balance every time. Time your shot so it doesn't hit another ball. Time your shot. Remember your guide hand on your follow through. Guide hand on your follow through. That's it, future LeBron James. Good, exact same form every time. You're still counting to 20. Oh my goodness, Ellie, that was incredibly majestic. Good. Good. And freeze. Freeze. Now this time, you're going to do the same thing. We're just trying to make it funky around your body. You're going to do the same hops, different hops each time. But with your hops, you can also go sideways. You can even do giant elephant hops. If you've ever seen an elephant jump before, I don't know why you would have done that, but it doesn't matter. Now, you're going to change the level of your basketball. So instead of just being here and hopping, you're going to change your level, get to the exact same spot and make it rain. All right, ready, get set, go. Change the level of your ball. Change the level of your ball. Good, good. Wacky ball shooting. Very good. Why would you do this in the game? I don't know. We're just trying different things. Make sure your feet always face the same way every shot. All right, not sideways. Just always end up the same. So shoot it normally. So end up always like that. Great question. Exactly right. Good, good, good. And freeze, freeze. You boys and girls come down here, quick. All right, now watch this, watch this. Now, enough wacky ball movement. All right, now you're gonna roll it out to yourself, pick it up and shoot it. All right, so you're gonna take a shot. All right, shot. Then just go to a different spot on the floor, roll it to yourself, pick it up inside your normal feet, and then shoot the basketball. Understood? Yep. Ready? We're still going to 20. Has anyone got 20 yet?
No, not yet.
All right, sweet. All right, here we go. On your marks. Get set. Go. Time your shot. Time your shot so you don't run into anyone else. Stay down in stance. Drop your hips, eyes up. Good. Good. Have a little hop if you need to. Good. Excellent. Excellent. 20 and freeze. Freeze. Who got 20? You got 20 as well, Ailey? You got, oh, you didn't say anything. Did you get 20 as well? Oh my God, I only heard him. Everyone else, 5 star jumps. If you get 20, you got to tell me. All right, now next, here's what you're going to do. When you hold the basketball, you're just going to hold it in front of your belly button, just like Coach Marjo just taught you, all right, with your wrist snapped back. Now this time, you're going to change your balance on one foot, all right? So you're going to go on 1 foot, 3 hops. So you're here, 1, 2, on the third, you're going to land on 2, then shoot it. Then do something different on the other foot. This time we're only going to 10. Ready, set, go. Good, good. Land on 2, shoot from 2. Land on 2, shoot from 2. Coaches, I would do this from under 10s. If I had a domestic under 10s team, I would even try this stuff. Like a lot of them are going to be shooting with 2 hands, and that's fine. We can still introduce them to 1-hand shooting technique, but don't be stressed if they can't get it right away. Making 10. Yeah, making 10. How many have you made? I'll keep making it rain. Good, good girl. Nice form. Nice, nice form, boys and girls. Balance feet every time. Balance feet every time. Good, good. And keep going. Going to 10. 10 and freeze. Freeze. You boys and girls, run down here, please. Well done. Give your teammates a high five and say, good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. Way to go. Way to go. Good job. All right, now watch this. This next one, this is called boomers shooting. What's it called? All right, this was an awesome drill picked up the last time Team USA trained over in Sydney, and one coach caught a glimpse of one of their shooting games, and it was simple dimples. And so instead of calling it Team USA shooting, we just flipped and put boomers on top of it because they're cooler, obviously. All right, apologies to any American coaches watching this. All right, now, 4 of you stand inside the charge circle with a ball. The other 4 stand anywhere outside the 3-point line without a ball. Without a ball. And when you put your ball down, actually, sorry, can you please go put it on the sideline? So that way, no sprained ankles. Great teamwork, you two. Are you two sisters? Oh, well, that makes sense. All right. Now, on your catch, non-negotiable, down in a shooter's stance. What does that look like? Oh, you're well educated. So on every catch, it always, I didn't say get out of stance, stay in stance. Good, good. So every time you're ready to catch and shoot, you must look like this, non-negotiable, all right? Now, you boys, you're gonna pass to any one of these 4. Don't all go for the same person at the same time. Just pay attention to your environment, all right? Now, here's what you're going to do on your catch. Can you please pass to her? All you're going to do, on your catch, I'm being serious, all you're going to do is run towards the rim, no dribble. Run, stop, shoot it. That's all you're going to do, because you're just going to sprint as hard as you can while in shooting stance, come to a balanced stop and shoot it. Demo, go. Good girl, good. And then after that happens, you get your rebound. He replaces your spot, but you can go anywhere. You don't have to go to the exact same spot. All right, show me what it looks like, all 8 of you. 3, 2, 1, action. Good, run. Good, go to a different spot. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Pass to someone else. Doesn't always have to be at the same person. And freeze, freeze. Now, here's what makes it a team drill. You boys and girls are going to compete against these boys and girls. So it's going to be a competition. First team to make 10. But here's the catch. Your 9th and 10th make have to be in a row. If you miss, you go back to 8. All right? So 9 and 10 in a row. On your marks. Only 3 of you underneath that ring because you have 7. Hey, hurry, hurry. Basketball's on the sideline. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, stance, go, catch, run. Go to a different spot. Go to a different spot. Don't always go to the same spot. Good. Look at this stance. Your mums would be so proud. Good, good, good. Balance. Catch, sprint. Catch, sprint. Catch, sprint. Good. Good. 9 and 10 have to be in a row.
9, 10.
And they got it half a second before you. You guys, 3 star jumps, go. All right, next, on your catch, you're gonna do 2 dribbles into a shot. Your dribbles, repeat after me, long and strong.
Long and strong.
What did I say? With confidence. One more time. Booyah. Now, on your catch, you demo, please. Down in stance, pass it. You're just going to replace him anywhere. I haven't seen anyone go to that corner or even here. On your catch, you're going to take a long step with a long dribble towards the ring, but pretend that there's a defender. So you wouldn't go in a straight line. You kind of go in a little banana shape. Good. Your first dribble is a long dribble. Your second dribble is a strong bit dribble. Pa! And then you're going to get into your balance, into your shot. Demo from the beginning, please. 2 dribbles, long and strong, shoot it. Catch, long and strong. Good boy. Oh, give him a round of applause, boys and girls. Exact same race. You're going to 10. 9 and 10 have to be in a row. If you miss, back to 8. All right? Whoa. Down in stance. Get your toes off the 3-point line, young lady. Thank you. Ready, get set, go. Here we go. Long and strong. Good. Going to 10. Interesting. Teaching points. Long dribble, strong dribble. Oh, balance feet, young lady. Keep going, pass it. Now show me your feet, how you shoot it regularly. So every time you shoot it, you got to try and get them into that shape. All right? 10, freeze. You guys lost. You guys have 3 star jumps. Go. All right, now we're going to do the same thing, but this time the shooters, you're only going to take 1 long dribble. So you're going to go catch, jab, long dribble, far out in front of you, gather your feet into your shot. 1 dribble jump shot. Now, we're going to do bad passes on purpose. So, what I mean, if I'm passing to Airly, I might throw it up there and then get into your action. Freeze. You are also allowed to do that. Basketball, please. You are also allowed to do this as hard as you can. All right? So, be prepared, catchers. It might go wide, it might come low, it might come quick, but be prepared. First team to make 10. How many dribbles are we taking? 1. All right, on your marks. Get set. Toes on the line, young lady. Get set. More space. That's a girl. Ready, go, here we go. Long dribble, shoot it. Bad pass on purpose. Yeah, great bad pass. Bad pass on purpose. Bad pass, yeah, nice. Bad pass on purpose, come on. Throw it wide, throw it low, roll it, bounce it multiple times. Yeah, great bad pass. Yeah, nice, good boy. Making 10, 9 and 10 in a row. Make sure you keep going to different spots, boys and girls. Down in stance, down in stance. Hips down, proud chest. Watch your toes, watch your toes, watch your toes. Stance, stance. Freeze, 2 got 10. You boys and girls, 3 star jumps, off you go. All right, so why do you think, you guys tell me, why do you think we're doing bad passes? Yeah, exactly. Not every pass in a basketball game is going to be right on the money. So you need to understand how to catch it and then how to get it in your rhythm. All right? People are human. They make mistakes. All right? So it's completely a part of the game. Completely a part of the game. Next, on your catches now, can you please, you're going to shoot a 3. Or if you're not comfortable shooting a 3, you are welcome to take a step in for the time being. We're going to do catch high, keep highs. Okay? Here's what they look like. So I'm going to get a bad pass above my eyes anywhere here. Okay? Ready? Go. Once I catch it here, I'm just going to go straight into my shot. If you don't want to do it from 3, it's okay that you do it from the mid-range. Okay? Ready? Spreading out. On your marks. Oh, whoa, I haven't said go. Hold your ponies. Ready, set, go. Catch high, keep highs. Catch high, keep highs. Catch high, keep high. Oh, butterfingers. Drop your stance, drop your stance. Good. Catch high, keep highs. But you can still shoot it normally. You can still shoot it normally, just catch it high and try to keep it as high as you can. Keep going, good boy, good boy. If you want to shoot a midi, you're allowed to. You want to shoot a midi, you're allowed to. Good, good. Going to 10, let's go, get your rebound quick. Down in stance, boys, drop your hips. Good, good girl. Pass high, keep high, pass high, keep high. Good, oh, nice shot. Oh my goodness gracious. And freeze. Now, obviously, they don't have the tricep strength or the base strength to do that yet. A lot more air balls, all right? But we don't know how, we really don't know how they're going to go unless we challenge them, okay? So I didn't know how they would go with that drill. I saw 2 swishes and then I saw a bunch of air balls. Nah, that's enough. We're here to kind of grow their confidence, not to kill it, all right? Boys and girls, give each other a high five and say, great job, mate. All right. Now, coaches, just to finish, let me show you some free throw drills and some ways to vary it up. Boys and girls, all of you grab at your own basketball, please, and then just stand on this blue line. I'm just going to show you some free throw drills to end. Now, when you do free throws, coaches, very important to try to make it as game-like as humanly possible. All right, so really important, it's even come out in science, really important, it's essential to teach kids a free throw routine. And they can make up whatever they want. But once they come up with a routine, they stick with it for the rest of their life. The only thing that changes is the environment. Like nothing else really changes. So what else can you do emotionally to try and emulate a game like? When you do free throws, trying to do them in a row. All right, so let me show you one that they do at the center of excellence, and they just call them squad free throws, and they typically do it at the end of training. Another way that you could do free throws, if you're doing games where winning and losing is involved, you can do a validation free throw. If we're doing this shooting drill and then this team wins, then I could get one of the young ladies and say, what's your name? Polly. Polly? Is your sister's name Molly? No. Damn. I would say to Polly that get on the free throw line to win the game. If she misses it, then we might start again or just reduce the score. Okay, that's an example. But let me show you another one. The team that was down here, can you please make a circle around this free throw circle? You boys and girls around that one. All right, so this is just called squad free throws, picked up from the center of excellence. All right, so someone on the free throw line. Now, boys and girls, all of you are on the same team. All of you on the same team. They're trying to, as a whole team, make whatever score free throws in a row. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever you think is appropriate. Here's how it works. You're gonna start first. After he shoots, then you're gonna shoot. After you shoot, then you're gonna shoot, then you, then so on and so forth. So you only get one shot, then move around in a circle. But here's the deal. If you make one, you call out one as a whole squad, including you guys.
Does it have to be like a normal shot?
Oh no, just a normal free throw. Yeah, so your normal free throw routine, if you make it, everyone says one. Can you start, please, young man? Ready? You can get ready. So we're on 0, you go. So count our scores, even zeros, count whole scores. 0, we're trying to make 5 in a row, here we go. Here we go. Clockwise, so you would go next. Ooh, 0, here we go. As a whole squad, I can't hear you down there. You got to pay attention to what's happening. Next person can get ready. Ooh, 0. Then we would go to a certain score. Here we go, we could, yes. We got this. Come on, boys and girls. 1, here we go. Ooh, and freeze. Freeze. Coaches, can we give these boys and girls a round of applause? Boys and girls, go take a seat down there just behind the green line. Quick. Well done. Well done. You did a great job today. So just on free throws real quick, coaches, because I know you've been working hard whole day. What can you do physically and emotionally to try and make a free throw as game-like as possible? Other things that coaches do is doing a full court sprint before shooting a free throw, or doing it after. Or if you make a free throw down here, you can sprint down the other end and make the second one down there, just so you come under some form of physical exertion, all right? And then how can you do that emotionally? Inner rows is always a good way to kind of build up the emotional pressure. And even when they work on it themselves, what's your personal best of free throws in a row? Something that they could work on at home. So even some of the kids in our state program, if you ask them what's the most amount of free throws you've ever made in a row, a lot of their answers would be, I don't know. All right, and that's okay. That's completely okay. So now we can introduce the challenge of, all right, mate, well, challenge yourself. How many free throws can you make in a row to improve? And then at the end of the day, with shooting, all we're trying to do is just make sure that every shot that they do, no matter the situation, is the same form and the same rhythm every single time. Rhythm and repetition. No matter the exhaustion, no matter the catch, no matter whether they're under pressure, double teamed, triple teamed, or wide open, exact same rhythm, exact same repetition every time.
Just to finish off, like we're just going to touch some bases on how you can troubleshoot for kids that happen. And Jared touched on base about strength in shoulders, triceps, those kind of things. So I'll get Luke, come out, bring your ball. The first one you can do for when they don't have the shoulder strength as they're younger is put them in a chair. Yep, sit down in a chair. Yep, you got to get the ball above your head and you're going for swishes still. Like, so you're down in your chair and you just shoot up normal. Just shoot normal. Yep. All right, so he's got power. Now I want you not to stand up, just shoot the ball from the chair. Yep. So that's a way you can work on this, the shoulders, the rise, and the shot. All right. If you notice in my session, I didn't talk too much about arms and so forth. As kids grow, right, they're going to change their body types. 2 years ago, Ferg down there looked like this, right? They grow, they put muscle on, they do other things. If they're not getting reps up, how do you keep them going? So that's the first one. Now Luke's got to get, no, Eddie, come out. Yep, come out. All right, I've been identifying some of their weaknesses. No, you don't need the chair. All right, Eddie's feet come together a lot. Put that ball between your knees. Yep, squeeze tight. Yep, yep, hold your quad strength, squeeze it tight and shoot the ball. All right, that's a way to build those quads to lock. Now he's got a challenge. What are you thinking about?
My legs.
Don't drop the ball, right? While he's thinking about something else, watch his shot. Go. Pretty smooth, right? Because sometimes thinking about the outcome isn't the issue. All right? He's a literal learner, Eddie, so I needed to teach a little bit better. Hey, you can go rebound that. Yeah, so that's the next one. Poor extension. Let's go, Alec, come out. All right. You know when players have like the Sean Marion shot where they shoot forward and the elbow stays there? We call this check the triceps. So come out in front here. You got to just come in here. You got to put your arm on your elbow, right? And you got to slide it through. And you got to, no, this arm on hand on the elbow. Yep, you'll slide it through, right? And as you go, I want you to feel that tricep flex. Ready, go. All right, good job. Keep going with it. Feel. All right. See how now he has a good extension. Now relax your hands. Feel. Yep. So just slide it through. Yep. All right. So what we're trying to do is just getting it underneath, feeling that extension, snapping of the wrist. Alex, stay out. The next one for us, Jarrod touched base on this. If you want him to get under the ball, come out, Alec. The harder your dribble is, the quicker your feet will go, the quicker you'll get underneath it, right? So just go a hard dribble forward, get underneath and shoot the ball. Yep, all right. That's more game-like, agree? He's getting confidence out of it. Now do it with your left. Go. Yep. All right, so good job. As he goes with his left, as I said, now you're getting it behind the ball. So if they're struggling to get underneath and behind, get it into their weak hand first, then work on that. Next one is just spin it out and get under. So go to the three-point line for this one, because this is where you watch their feet come closer. Ready? Spin it out. Yep. All righty, listen. Now, what foot did he use? Right, left. Go left, right. Yeah, which one looks better? Which one felt better?
Second one.
Second one, yeah? So they're the kind of checks for that. If you're getting further out, the way we do that is either spin out. If he's not doing it, I'd start with the ball. Yep, ready, step into it. And as Jarrod did, making him get lower. Now, what's the correction? Where's your hands? Which way are you shooting? Yep, so that's when we go, hey, you keep shooting right or left, fake make. Keep that alignment. Fake make, keep that point. Hold your pointer now. Where's your neck cord? How do I check it for him? Yep, ready, go. Right, now it's just legs. Yeah, so we go, hey, you need to get your toes under it, get that. I'll get, let's go, Ali, come here. Can I borrow that? All right, the last one, kid that doesn't snap, wrist hands. Fast hand shooting, starting stance here. You're gonna shoot, yep, shoot, catch. Shoot, catch. Shoot, catch. Shoot, catch. Yep, So come a little bit closer. So I just catch, hands, fast hands. Yeah, I just put it there so we hand under the ball, right? We're going for swishes and we just work through that. Right, that's a way to get fast hands, but it gets that snap, 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 all right, as they get tired. So they're just some troubleshooting things. How you would do that in practice, as Jarrod would have a whole group, you utilize your manager, you utilize your coach to go, hey, check the tricep, right? Talk about it, make other people help you at practice. Now they're getting better on the run. We keep the troubleshooting happening. So thank you very much tonight. I hope you got something out of it from both of us. We're around all the time to talk this. Shooting's the easiest one to talk about because we all love to make shots, right? If kids make more shots, what happens? They're more confident. Now, if you can get them to play D, then you've got a superstar.